Alright, good morning everyone. It is Friday, final day of this week. Is it just me or this felt like this week just blew by? Crazy. But alright. So this morning watching ENG workhorse, and I'm gonna keep an eye on OBLN too. This is a former runner, low float, so I'm gonna keep an eye on OBLN as well. Currently I do have a position in ENGN at the moment. Do have a 140 one average here on ENG. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry, I had to give the dog a bone. He's getting a little anxious this morning, so I had to calm him down, give him the bone, and all right, we're back here. All right, so ENG, weird name here. Uh, am in this play at 141 average here. Was in here. This was my first entry here, so I was kind of looking for this higher low pattern for a push on up. Didn't get it. Did reject here at this 160 mark. Came back down. Added a little bit more here, 136. So kind of that was like my final add here on ENG. We'll probably cut it below 130. So risking about 12 cents, guys. On ENG. So if I do take a loss here, it'll be a very small loss here on ENG. Tight risk here. Looking for 160s here for an exit on the play. So I do want to watch it here because it's looking a little bit weaker right here at the moment. You want to see this 135 line hold. This was the line I did have mapped up here on ENG as my risk level. So I'm just going to be keeping this one on watch. I do like the statistics on this one. It's a 12 million in float stock. I like the 40% held by insiders, 25% by institutions. We do have short sell restriction on ENG. So I do like the statistics here on the play. Just gonna need to see the volume pick back up a little. We're doing some good volume. I like the price action too earlier, but then it's been changed. It's changed since right around this 840 mark. You saw a decrease in volume. Price action got a little weaker, so I want to see things pick back up. I want to see us reclaim this 150 area, and then we'll go from there in ENG. But if we crack like 130 here, I'll probably cut it off, and I could always look for a re-entry if it sets back on up. So for this one, I'll just be keeping a close watch on this one, throughout the morning on ENG. Other than that, keep Workhorse on watch. It is pulling back here a little bit. It did have good news over and after hours. Come to Life posted that in chat. I'm sure a few other people have as well. This morning it did report, did have bad earnings this morning. It did miss on their earnings, so you can see we did get a little bit of a pullback here. Do have like a little bit of a long-term position hold on this one. I did exit some shares this morning. This was an overnight play for me. I sold some in after hours. This was I played it in the afternoon on this power hour move. Got in around 290. Sold some in after hours around 340, and then I held some overnight, sold some around this 325 mark as I sort of kept on rejection. But I do have a small little position here. Probably gonna hold it, maybe long term here on Workhorse. I know a lot of traders in chat are holding this one long term as well. So I'll just be patient on this play here on Workhorse. Hopefully you get some sort of Trump tweet today on Workhorse. That would be nice. Other than that, we'll keep OBLN on watch. Keep this one on watch. Very light volume, only up 8%. So we'll give this one more attention. Kind of a back burner play if it could ever hit the scanners. This one has gone on some big time rips back in the past. So you want to give this one a watch if it ever get some better momentum towards it. That's really it. Tighter watch this morning. ENG is going to be the top play. Most eyes are going to be on this one. Oh, Preston, you got your driving test in a couple hours. All right, good luck to you, man. Good luck. What indicators do I use? I use the 7289 EMA. I use VWAP. Those are my 1 minute trading indicators. And I use a few custom indicators. I have custom made in Thinkorswim. That's gonna be it for the watch list. Pretty tight this morning. Just gonna be more focused on ENG this morning. Let's see, DERM, Casper. DERM, alright, up 23% here on DERM. What's the float here? 49 million, 80% IO. We give this one a watch too on DERM. Not much on the watch. I could add another stock or two. So we could keep that on watch. MICT, light volume. So you got about 10 minutes till this market opens on up. You got any news of reverse splits anywhere? I don't have any sort of news, but I think you could go on the. I would bring it up, but if you go on Yahoo Finance, you could see the reverse splits. Or no, I think it's no, I don't think it's Yahoo Finance. Nasdaq trading splits. Yeah, go on the Nasdaq.com, Casper, and go to stock splits calendar. So I'm gonna send this to you. This is where you could find the splits. So this morning we have TCON a split also. So you can look at that, Casper. Or Sterling Trader just posted stocksplithistory.com. Cool, thanks. SLS, alright. See some of you guys watching SLS this morning. Alright, so we'll keep SLS and DERM on the back burner. Keep it on the back burner. See if they either one of them can get any sort of momentum towards it. A and a B for a dead cat bounce. Let's see. A and a B. Wow, this one's down a lot. A and a B. From $30 to $10. Alright, so yeah, A and M B, you could potentially see a dead cat bounce here. 24 million in float, not bad. Short float, close to 20%. So you have a good call here. We'll definitely keep this one on watch. I could also give a heads up to some traders in chat. Jeremy, I could just go over real quick. I don't have any, instructional videos on that, but it's pretty basic. Blast off momentum. I'm just gonna show the hottest plays running on the hottest momentum with the hottest volume. So this is gonna show you everything. The blast off momentum. So this is one. This is probably my best scanner. I have the blast off momentum. This is the penny stock top gainers. Losers, pretty self-explanatory. Going to show you the top gainers and the top losers. This is a gap scanner. It's going to show you any stock gapped up above 4% or gapped down above below 4%. This is an overbought scanner. Going to show you stocks that are overextended. You can see high RSI here. And this is going to be a bull flag finder, showing you charts, daily charts that are setting up in a bull flag formation. Here on IC, you kind of see like the flag here, a little bit of a pull here on IC. MICT here, coming up to $1. Alright, so we got about 6 minutes. 6 minutes till we open on up here. We'll see what ENG is going to do at the open here. Very unpredictable at the open. You guys know I don't love trading it into the open, but I do have a position here on ENG. Smaller size, so it's nothing crazy if I do have to cut it. Dead cat bounce is just a stock that's really beat up, that's down a lot, looking for like a bottom bounce. Oh no, this is open to the general public. It's tradeIdeas.com. What I have a position on ENG. Well, I did get in, around, what time did I get in? I got around 8:30 on this dip here at this 143 area. I was looking for this higher low pattern here that was starting to form, and was looking for this push over 160. Just couldn't get enough buying volume to come in here and push over the high day. Did have an order to sell out here right at this 160 area. Just rejected as it came up to that mark. So, yeah, I'm still holding that same position. Added a little bit more here at 135, 136. So, just gonna see what it does here. Coming into the open. So the original plan was to get this breakout in the pre-market. We just didn't get it. So here I am now. So we got about 4 minutes. I'm gonna throw up the new scanners here. So the ones I just added here for Jeremy, this is a high day momentum scanner. I'm going to show you each penny stock hitting the high a day. Float rotation scanner, each stock that enters float rotation. So stocks that traded its float. So for example, if OBLN trades over 2.86 million in volume, it'll pop up here. So those are hot plays that you want to be looking at, especially on the longer side. And here's the low float scanner. I'm going to show you hot momentum plays that are under 10 million in float. Bike, I would say support's actually right here at this 135 mark. This is where we got that initial bounce earlier on at this 135 mark. So we're kind of at that support now. I would say below this, personally, I can't be giving it that much room. I would say below, yeah, I would say that 120 mark will kind of be that last line of support. But I want to see it, bounce, right around this 130 area. So if we do crack, I'm going to give it a few cents here to like 130. Can't be risking that much. Can't give it to 120. Definitely looking a little weak here in ENG. Looking a little weak here at the moment. Alright, so we'll see about 2 minutes till we open on up here. George, I have 6,000 shares from 141 for your Alright, so we're about to open on up here. ENG coming on down here. I did cut ENG up here. I did cut ENG. They cut around that 128 mark. So I am out of that one. I could always re-enter, guys, if it sets back on up. I still like the statistics on ENG, but just can't I just can't, hold on to it, any longer. So I did cut it as we cracked that 130 mark. For some reason, I had trouble getting filled again there, but I did get out. So I am out of ENG. If it sets back on up, I'll re-enter. This is what I want to preach to you guys and show you, that, I'm minimizing my losses. I wasn't going to, show P&Ls anymore, but I think I may. Just want to show you guys, the risk management, I have here. So on that play, I lost a little over $600. Did make 500 on Workhorse, so I'm only down 100 on the day. So down very small red on the day. What's going on, JJ? FCEL. FCEL. Yeah, I don't really love playing under $1 plays. Not really seeing too much here on FCEL. You guys see, we did bounce at that, that last area of support right around that 120 mark on ENG. So we did bounce around that 120 area. Dermot, sorry, it wasn't me. I was the Nightbot. Sometimes he gets a little frustrated. So, that wasn't anything you did, bud. Workhorse making a nice move on up. So I'm gonna put, wow, look at that, WKHS, very nice. Still holding a 290 average on Workhorse. Still holding a 290 average. Yeah, Rami, we're not seeing that volume yet on ENG. Even though I like the statistics here, like SSR's on, like the amount of IO it has, like how there's no dilution on ENG. There's a lot of things I like about ENG, but we just haven't seen that volume. Haven't gotten that volume we need to make this push on up. We put Workhorse on the bottom here. We got to hold that 120 mark. That's kind of that last area of support. So you got that 120 area soaked there on ENG. You have a bidder there at 120. But still just need more volume. Still just need that volume. Sterling, don't forget about A and A B bounce. Yep. Yeah, A and A B, not bad versus 10. Not bad versus 10. Yeah, down 71% on A and A B, and it does have, about 20% of the short, the stock is short. So let's see, coming down to 10 here on A and A B. So right at $10 here on A and A B. Just watching it. ENG starting to curling up a little bit on ENG. So watching ENG and ANAB right here. Still the volume still a little late, but tape's looking a little bit more active here on ENG. Looking a little bit more active here on ENG. Float on ENG is 13 million per Yahoo. 13 million per Yahoo. All right, A&AB here. May look for a position here on A and B, risking that $10 line. ENG 140s now. So look at that, ENG. Bounced off that 120 line. You see, guys? Yeah, so that's what happens when you start in a little early. That's what happens when you start in a little early. And I started in, 140s, added down to 135s. If I stuck to my original line and went down one line lower, bounced right off that 120 mark. So happens, guys. It happens. Bounced off that 120 line. Now it's right back at 140. And I still like the statistics here on ENG. Still like the statistics here on this play. So can't be chasing ENG up here. 140s now, so can't be chasing up here. Just a little unfortunate that that I had a little bit of a higher average here, or I could have averaged down one more line. Is what it is on ENG. I stuck to my risk, took a smaller loss. Didn't take any crazy amount of loss here on ENG, but good job for anyone who got in here on this week open here for a curl on up. Nice, Dreambox. You got in 132, risking 120. Great job. Nice. ANAB still holding that $10 mark. So there's no reason to cut it yet. It hasn't cracked $10 yet. ENG, let's see if new previous support acts as new resistance. Excuse me, previous resistance acts as new support here. Let's see if 135 is going to start the base here on ENG. Nice, Chris. 136 to 146. Green is good. Yes, it is. Sterling, am I in A and A B? No, just watching at the moment here. I'm interested in it, but I'm not in yet. If anything, I'd be looking maybe like 500 shares, maybe 1,000 shares, risking 10 to look for 11 bucks on A and A B. But they're seeing a lot of topping action here in A and A B. Seeing a lot of topping action. Want to see some. Want to see it start to hold, build some higher lows before I jump on in. There's a nice little candle there on A and A B. But just looking a little top heavy here. Each time we pop up just 1030s mark, having some trouble, but some nice volume on that candle right there. Starting to base a little here on A and A B. See if 1015 is gonna hold. Right at 10 here, in A and A B. Let's see if it's gonna hold. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we held 10 bucks. So that's 5 times we held 10 bucks. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 6th time we held 10 bucks on A and A B. So it is holding that $10 line pretty strong here. ENG right back at 125. A little bit of a pullback here on Workhorse. Ramming bread day for you. Yeah, I'm down 100 bucks, down very small red at the moment, but possibly looking for a trade here on A and A B. Yeah, I agree, Sterling. Right here is a big moment right here on A and A B. Watching it closely here. May give it a go here on A and A B. May give it a go here. Sorry guys, my dog was just slurping away on that on that water. I apologize about that. I have to go refill his bowl up there because he drank all of his water. But I did enter some here on A and AB. So I did enter some here, risking that $10 mark. Starting to build up here. Starting to slowly move on up here. Holding above this VWAP mark now, so I am in on the play there on A and AB. Looking for a push on up here. I like the risk reward on this play. The dog's name is Leo. Dog's name is Leo. Alright, so let's see what else we have going on besides ENG and A&AB. Let's see DERM. A lot of trouble there at $9 there on DERM. Pulling back here. Pretty range bound here. Pretty tight range here on ENG. Tape looks a little bit heavy too. So we've been seeing that lately. A lot of these tapes really heavy lately. Let's see, MTW, SIEN. So yeah, nothing really else besides ENG, DERM a little bit, but this one's looking like it's fading on out here, and just sitting in A and AB right now. So let's see if we get this push. You got to clear this 1050 mark here on A and AB. Bike, no, heavy is not good. Personally, I don't like seeing a heavy tape. So you gotta hold this 1050. I want to see 1015 start to hold here in A and AB. CLVS. Nice little move here on CLVS. Like that daily chart too. I like how we have room to run here on the daily here on CLVS. Kind of like this daily getting over the 50-day. First time getting over the 50-day in a long time. Look at that. Been a long time since it ever got over 50-day. So CLVS, not a bad looking daily chart there with no resistance. Bingo, back at $1. Bingo, back at $1. CLVS. Yeah, I'll keep CLVS on watch. Like I said, I like that daily chart. I like the daily chart on CLVS. New contender for the toxic ticker list? No, I wouldn't say BNGO qualifies for the toxic ticker list just yet, at least. Just yet. Nick, what's your target for the workhorse swing? I'd like to see it get back near the all-time highs. I'd like to see it get back near that $5 mark. I did swing it. This is my second kind of long-term workhorse swing. I got back in low $2 back in like June, I think, or July, and I rode it up to $5. So, I'd want to see that, get back near the all-time highs and look to take around there. RAPT. RAPT. I can check that out. RAPT kind of the same exact thing we've been seeing, the past like 4 days, right? What did we have yesterday? We had coal. Before that, we had CNST, where I had my big winner on. Then we had NXTC. It's kind of like the fourth day in a row. We're seeing like a mid-cap stock. You go crazy. Casper has been good calling these out. You could check it out, Casper, on RAPT. Yeah, 600K float. That's definitely interesting because, the last ones we have seen have been all, I think all above like 8 million plus. So this is the first time we have like a micro float, getting moved on up. So this is a little bit interesting, yeah. Yeah, excuse me, this name's annoying. ENG, just a tricky play this morning. Just a tricky play there in ENG. The tape looked really good. The volume looked pretty good. No dilution, good statistics. Just didn't get any follow through momentum. It's a Friday. Just having a lack of volume today. Just a little bit of a lack of volume this morning on some of these small caps. I know Monday is also a holiday, so we could have some traders maybe taking on off today, can contribute to some of that lack of volume. Fridays before holidays are always the trickiest days, I find. All right, let me see what's the deal with this RAPT. What's the deal with this RAPT? Let me see how the borrow is looking. Let me see if it's easy to borrow or not. So right now, just checking if this is easy to borrow or not. Geez, everything's slow this morning. Even my platform's slow this morning. Alright, so there's no shares to borrow on RAPT. No shares to borrow at Centerpoint. I'm not sure what it's looking like for you guys on like Trade Zero or Speed Trader or Cobra. If it's so easy to borrow or it's cheap shares, let me know. That makes things a lot more interesting. Here we go, NABB. NAAB. Nice push here, 1070s. Here we go, 1080s. So let's go here on ANAB, excuse me. Some of these names this morning. Very nice, Darren, on ANAB. So make sure you guys are taking profits along the way. Make sure you guys are being smart, taking profits along the way. Nice little move there on ANAB. So just hit the scanners right there. So let's see if we get more eyes on it now. Hitting the scanners on this dead cat bounce on ANAB. Nice job, IBS. Yep, IBS, I'm in. Yep, Veterans Day on Monday. ANAB, yeah, Chuck, thank you. I'm gonna call it ANAB. Sounds a lot more easy. A lot more easier for me to pronounce. Some of these ticker names are hard for me to pronounce. All right, ANAB here coming on up to 1070s. So I'm gonna scale out a little bit here, guys. 1070s. I'm gonna scale out a little bit here. 1070s. All right, let me see if I can fill here. 1075. All right, so ANAB just took some profits here. Just took some profits. Oh man, I just took it all. Oh, I accidentally sold all, guys. So I accidentally sold all my shares here at 1075 on ANAB. I wanted to hold some more for 11 plus, but I accidentally did sell all there on ANAB. So unfortunately, I'm completely out of the trade. Was looking for 11 on the rest, but just made a little bit of a mistake there. But it is what it is. Is what it is. Just put me back in the green right there, though. Just put me back in the green. So I still did meet a 2-to-1 target right there. Was risking 25 cents. I made 50 cents on the trade. Was risking 500. Made 1,000 on ANAB. So that puts me up about $900 for the day. So I still did meet a 2-to-1 target. Was looking for more like 3-to-1 on my last exit, but hey, still a good overall trade here on ANAB. I'll be posting the charts over in Discord right as the stream ends. Oh man, Sterling Trader's all over my ass now. Sterling Trader's all over me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That is two fat fingers this week, guys. That's a first, actually. That is a first. Nice. There's 1080s. All right. All right. So a bit of a weird Friday. A bit of a weird Friday here, but hey, still a solid overall trade. All right, what's going on with RAPT? So RAPT giving back its gains here, halted on the second time on the downside now. So is anyone still holding ANAB here for 10 bucks? I mean, excuse me, 11 bucks. I could definitely see this thing continuing to move on up. It's doing good volume for a $10 stock. Nice little chart setup here. Held 10 bucks 5 times. So let me go over why I got an ANAB. Why I got an ANAB. I can't even see on that chart. I have to pull up the new chart. So I'll cover scan for a second. So I get an ANAB. So ANAB, this was a dead cat bounce setup. It had 20% of the stock that were short. It was lower in float, for a $10 stock, 24 million, not bad. Good amount of held by insiders, 100% held by insiders. We just went from $30 to $10 without any sort of bounce yet. So definitely expecting some short sellers who are short the stock and look to cover today. Gonna have some bounce players like us looking to get in on a bounce play on ANAB. So you see here we held 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We held 10 5 times, and I was waiting for that higher low. Got in right around here as I saw we put in these 2 hammer candles. Held that 10-15 mark, like I said. Watch for 10-15 to held. 10-15 held really nicely, and we got this nice spike on up. And I was selling 10.75. It pains me to watch it right now. I was selling half 10.75, but I accidentally fat fingered it. And this would be a nice area to start scaling some out here, 11s. That was the original target. So good job for anyone who got in that ANAB trade. There we go. Nice. IBS 11. Sweet. There we go. So very nice play here, guys. Very nice play here on a Friday. Good way to end the week, right? Great way to end the week. Appreciate it. Thank you. What's the next level? I'd say this 1150 mark. 1150 at 1150 marks gonna be the next level, or you could say that 1125 area. So we're gonna have natural resistance. So every 25 cents is a natural resistance mark. So 1125, 1150, 1175, and then $12. So those are the next overhead lines here. We're pretty straight up here. If we're pretty straight up from like 10 bucks here, without any sort of pullback. So definitely expect some sort of pullback here, maybe to like 1090 here on ANAB. Nice, sold at 1085. Great job. Very nice. Bike, you need a scolding. How come? Casper, makes you feel any better? I just accidentally scalped ANAB Fat Finger. I think Casper may be the king of the fat finger here. Oh man, just joking with you, Casper. Well, I do see you tend to fat finger a lot as well. I usually don't do it too much. I would say maybe like once or twice a month max. And just this week, it's twice I accidentally fat fingered. Yep, there's 1070. So, like I said, this was kind of expected. We went straight up from $10 to 11.15 with no pullback. So this is not unexpected. This pullback here on ANAB. Oh yeah, 100% guaranteed. It's gonna go to 8,500 bucks. Guaranteed, it's gonna be at 8,500 bucks. Would I get an ANAB again on the pullback? Probably not. Probably not. I don't like pushing it. I don't like going back to the well too many times. So, I had a nice trade on it. Why am I going to go back again and, play a less quality setup? The high quality setup was at $10. I think right here where I got in, right around this 10-15 mark, to me, this is a good area to get in. Even here, just playing that $10. I mean, guys, you were risking like literally like 5 cents. I saw someone got in at 10:01. You could have been risking 2 cents for nice upside. So, I got in around this 10-15 area. I think I had like a 10.22 or 10.23 average, and I was playing the $10 line. I mean, this area here was nice, good risk reward off 10. I mean, getting in here now, it's the quality of the setup is not as good as in my opinion. Your reaction time is that good, Casper. I believe you. Dermot, that was you who alerted Anab. Big shout out, everyone. Big shout out to Dermot. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. But big shout out to you for the heads up on Anab. Yeah, I definitely owe you. Definitely owe you one. Any idea on ENEG? ENEG is just the price action is just so poor on it. The price action is extremely poor on it. Had that nice little curl up, that little, red to green out of the open, but just the price action is so poor. It would have been a nice short here. It would have been a nice short on this rejection here, this 1030 rejection here, risking, the higher day would have been a nice little short entry right there. And this goes back to, the basics. I repeat it every day. Price action volume is king and queen. No matter how good the statistics are, no matter how good the news could be phase 3 news meets primary endpoints. But if the volume and price action is poor, no reason to, get in. No reason to get in. You wait for that confirmation. We didn't get that confirmation on ENEG. I was watching both. I was watching ENEG. I was watching ANAB, and I saw ANAB set up a lot more cleaner than ENEG. So I went with that one this morning. And yes, I took a small loss on ENEG. I lost 500, but then I come right back and make 1,000. So you guys see, and I don't mean to like offend anyone. I know people don't like me talking about P&L, but I think it's important to show the risk management. I took a $500 loss, but right after I made $1,000. So you guys could see, my risk reward is good. So in the long run, I'm gonna come out profitable. I'm not taking $3,000 losses. I'm minimizing my losses as small as I can. All right, let's see. Nice, you made $200 yourself. Great job. Oh, I did pronounce it correctly. All right, let's see. Trading pennies, euros. Nice little pattern here in euros. Nice little pattern here. Nice recovery too. Nice recovery on euros. I think this one did have an offering and nice recovery since we came back on down here. Back at 250 now. So this is a nice strong play here. What time we got? We got 10:12. All right. 10:12 right now. Let's see. How's ANAB looking? ANAB looking to get back over 11 here. Looking to get back over 11 here. So let's see. Coming right up to it now. What about DERM? How's DERM looking? DERM starting to curl. Starting to curl here, DERM. We'll see if this thing could consolidate above this this 875 line. Hold that VWAP area. Trying to make a curl here. So let's put DERM on the top level 2 here. This is interesting, coming up to $9 here. So we're gonna watch this one as we come up to $9 here. The volume's still pretty good on it too for a $9 play. The volume is pretty good on it. Alright, let's see here. Few pints of Guinness. Alright, yeah. If you're ever in the New York City area, definitely drinks are on me for you, Dermot. Yep, let's see, DERM, NAB, ENAB, APVO, FLGT. So kind of coming down to the end of this morning, guys. Kind of coming down to the end of this morning. Not really seeing too much else. May wrap it up in the next 10 minutes or so. It is a Friday, so usually on Fridays, for any new viewers, I usually don't stay on too late on a Friday. Fridays are usually the toughest trading day of the week for small caps, just overall lack of volume. So happy to get a nice trade in this Friday, and don't want to push it. Don't want to push it. Going to protect the profits for the day. Workhorse trying to get back over 3 also. Oh wow, very nice. You ran the New York City Marathon a couple of times. That's awesome. I know Alex is big into that. I think Alex is he wants to try the Ironman challenge. I'm not sure how many miles, but I know you got to swim a certain amount of miles, you got to bike a certain amount of miles, and you got to run. Not sure the details on the Ironman challenge, but I know Alex. He always tells me he's gonna try it out, the Ironman challenge. All right, you're heading out. Appreciate it. Have a good one. It's been a fun overall week. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Yep. Good time for questions, Bike. How much did I make on ANAB? I made just over $1,000 on ANAB. Just over $1,000. Come on, Nightbot. You can't be putting Dermot in timeout after what he did for us today. Shame on you, Nightbot. The Iron Man challenge sounds like a good day when police are chasing you. Yeah. CLVS. Yeah, I like CLVS. CLVS is a good one. I haven't looked at the tape on it, but as far as the daily chart, I think that one has some potential to be a multi-day climber. Nice setting up in a nice little ABCD pattern too here on CLVS. A little late getting in now, but nice little ABCD pattern here. You got A, got your B, C, coming up to D right now. Usually the best area to buy these around C, but nice looking play here on CLVS. Putting in like a little bit of an ascending triangle pattern here. Needs to get up, needs to get over 5, and has some nice room to run. So not a bad one for some swing potential there on CLVS. You obviously have to see how it closes. Oh wow, yeah. Come on, Nightbot. Sorry about that, Dermot. He did put you in timeout for a little bit there. If you want to get your point across, if you want to you could post it in Discord. If you're in the Discord chat, you could just type out your message and I'll read it out. I think the Nightbot's a little jealous too. I think he's a little jealous. A little jealous of Dermot. But yeah, definitely some good time for some questions. Yeah, I would agree with you there, Bassman. I would agree. Definitely not a good market for low flow traders like myself. But I was able to capitalize this week. I was able to get a nice trade on CNST. Had a very nice trade on that one. Today I had a nice one on ANAB. And then yesterday in Power Hour I had a nice one on Workhorse. So haven't been taking as many trades, but my 3 trades this week were really nice. So just kind of waiting for that good setup to present itself and then attack. So that's probably how I'm going to operate in this market until it changes back to low floats. Going to be taking less trades, but I'm going to be taking good quality setups. Oh, Bike, alright, your question was, is ENG a bad play at 131 earlier? Alright, so ENG at 131. Obviously, it really depends on you. What setups you like to look for. Does this meet your criteria? All that stuff obviously factors in. So I can't really tell anyone that that's a bad trade because to them, they may have tracked the setup and it's been consistently profitable for them. So I can't really tell anyone it's a bad setup, but just from my opinion, I could give you that. So at 131 here, you got this nice little bottom here at 120. So you can see 120 held twice. You put in like a double bottom at that 120 area. Started curling on good volume on some. And I wouldn't say this is good volume for a $1 stock. It's okay. It's nothing great. I would like to see maybe like a 800K bar for a $1 stock. That would be much more substantial to me. So the volume was okay. It wasn't great by any means, in my opinion. So getting in here at 131, risking 120. So if you're risking 10 cents, you want a 20-cent return. So you kind of be looking for like 150. So if you were able to top take this, at 148, I guess not a bad trade. Getting in here 131, selling at the top here. But overall, after this double top here and this rejection, after this double top, then rejection of VWAP in this 135 area, that was a bearish signal right there. Especially another lower high here. We topped out again at 130, so I would say past 945. Past 950, the price action was just terrible. Even the tape here, I remember it, was very heavy. So it was just a very heavy tape overall. So just pretty bearish here from from this like 940-ish mark and so on. All right, guys, I'm going to give it a few more minutes and I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to give it a few more minutes and wrap it up. All right, so let's see. A few more minutes and that's going to be it. Stumble across your chat channel around 2:20 a.m. here. Wow, that's late. All right, yeah. I'll see you next week. Yeah, definitely get to bed. That's really late over there. 2:20 a.m. All right, gamer. You too. Have a great weekend. Bassman, you too. Have a great weekend. DERM. How's DERM looking? Coming up to 9. Nice. So DERM did get over 9. Look at that. It held 875. Like I said, look for it to hold that 875 in base. And there it is. Back over 9. So good job if anyone took that one on DERM. Trading Pennies, you too. Take care. All right. See a lot of you guys hopping off. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Oh, side note. CLVS also over $5. So CLVS, we'll watch that one throughout the day. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. It's been a blast this week. I had a great trading week, profit-wise. Looking forward to continue this hot momentum heading into next week. And there's ANAB also over 11. So great job on ANAB too, if anyone still holding that one. There's a new high a day actually on ANAB as you speak. There's 1120. So killed it on ANAB today. Good job for anyone still holding this play. That's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see you guys all here early on Monday. And, yeah, that's it for me. Peace.